And welcome to a very special episode of the Baldwin Kids podcast.
We just came back from a nice cruise.
Where
our melanin's popping. And we have a special guest again. Say hi, TJ.
I'm pretty sure at this point I'm like part-time member at this point.
That's
that was
true.
the initial goal anyway.
True.
Turn from guest to like part-time crew member.
Okay,
part-time crew member TJ.
You're right. But we'd be remiss if we didn't do the usual. So what are you, Kay? You are the...
I am the moisturized K.
And I'm the rejuvenated Vesta.
Are you done?
Yeah.
And I'm the TJ that got kicked off of season 2, Veronica Mars.
So today is a little bit special. Normally, and y'all have heard this a million times, the social politics, mental health, blah, blah, blah.
Not today.
There will be no politics today. Will be no politics. It is all Wakanda. WakandaCon.
What kind of cereal you like?
What kind of shit is this? Anyway, so Vesta, TJ, and I all got back from WakandaCon in Chicago. Which, if you didn't go, girl, why?
You missed out on some really...
It's so much bigger this year. Like, it was huge.
So
it was in the Caucasian McCormick place with Caucasian fountains, Caucasian food vendors that really thought we were spending money.
We're talking about Wakanda. It's not Caucasian. It's colonizer.
Ooh, colonizer.
Colonizer, you're a colonizer, colonizing ho, oh, colonizer, ho, you're a colonizer, baby. You
You people are horrible.
Excuse me. We're melanated.
Mm-hmm.
We're ethnic.
Your melanin has power.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So, like I was trying to say, we normally would be talking about politics and stuff in this first section, but fuck all that noise. We're tired. Politics are kind of slow, and frankly, I'm too busy getting my melanin rejuvenated to be worrying about what
we just don't care.
What
today.
The collective shit stain of this country's government has been doing.
We don't care
before the inevitable collapse within itself.
Yeah.
Because that shit is gonna happen.
True.
So,
buttons.
Bitch. So I suppose the first section we can kind of talk about our experiences, and I know Vesta and I are gonna have a bit more to say because TJ had things to do, place to go, people to see stuff, and could only make it out for Sunday.
But it was amazing.
Exactly. So who would like to go first?
I say TJ goes first. What did you think of what you saw? Did y'all even go to the game room?
See, a part of me wanted to go to the game room, but then we got so caught up in the wonderful art that was there because the art gallery here was immaculate.
Oh, we need to get the cards out. We need to start shouting people out. Someone quick, grab the poster.
Oh shit. Half of my cards.
Some of the art in question was done by one Terry Huddleston's art. You can purchase more at terryhuddlestonart.com and follow him on both Instagram and Facebook. If you have business inquiries about him, it's thuddleston@gmail.com. Shout out to you, Terry. We love your art.
We got
shit, what was it called? Pen paper.
It was Pen Paper Flavor.
Thank you.
By the Anderson brothers.
Thank you.
Eric and Rodney Jr.
What in the photographic memory, Steve Urkel, Little Rascals ass memory is that?
Damn right.
Look at you.
You can follow them also on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and they even have a Patreon at penpaperflavor.com. That's Rodney Anderson Jr. And if you need his business inquiries, it's rodneyandersonjr@gmail.com.
And the art is lit. Y'all should get into it. But back to the first guy that we shouted out, Hiddleston?
Terry Huddleston.
Terry Huddleston.
I got the art was
immaculate.
I think they were there last year. They didn't have Let me not rant about that.
They clearly listened to Beyonce because they got upgraded.
I'll have a rant about that later. But
I know copyright. Stop looking at me.
We do not want that Parkwood smoke.
True. But they were there last year, but their booth was like the biggest one. You could see it from across the marketplace. Yeah. Like they had just a wall of art from anime to Steven Universe to games. Frankenfurter was there. Phantom of the Opera was on there.
They even had Hamilton.
Hamilton, Venom, Fantastic Four, Gorillas, Doki Doki Literature Club, whoever she is.
Durara.
Pokemon.
Everything.
They had stuff from Ruby, and it was amazing.
However, the crown jewel that I was about to just snatch straight the fuck up was that Obsidian poster that that Kay got. It's textured.
It's like some of the heavier lines in the art. Like you can actually,
you can feel it.
Ooh.
But then once I was like talking about the diamonds, the woman, I think that's his wife, was like, "Oh, I have one of all of them," and I went,
"You what?"
It has all the diamonds, all
like
the
you what
fusions.
Yeah, and I was just like, I live. Both of those people, the one that just said that and the scream you heard in the background, I was both of those people.
I'm gonna regain PTSD from that sound effect, aren't I?
Yeah, just like I'm gonna get it from that damn Ursula laugh. Are you dumb? Like, bitch.
I'll press it again.
You have been given far too much power.
I'll do it again.
Boy.
Don't test me.
He won't do it. He won't do it.
I'll do it. Da-na-na, da-na-na.
I'm going home.
No, you're not. Oh,
anyway,
that was a great moment.
But the art was amazing.
Yeah, no, the art was fantastic. There was one place that we went to. We actually did not get the chance to get the card because I don't think they had any more in stock. But some of their like OCs and stuff like that were amazing.
There was a lady there that reminded me a lot of my great grandma. Like not in a mean way or anything, but like she looked like she was my great grandma, but like 30 or 40 years before she passed. Like kind of that same sweet older black lady who for some reason her middle name is just one letter.
Oh, we'd be remiss because there's one thing about the Huddleston booth that we forgot to mention. They're like designed and like super original tarot cards.
Oh my god.
The second those come out, I am pre-ordering the fuck out of that.
They're the most amazing.
The Crimson Chalice gave me life.
Yeah, what was the one that I liked?
You liked Synergy.
Syzygy,
yeah.
And I was
like, Borealis.
But Syzygy and Borealis could fuck.
Syzygy was very much Vesta energy.
Like that was
it was Vesta's stand, for lack of a better term.
Like if I could look like that every day, can you imagine going about my place of employment and seeing me at the front?
So you're like putting a little sound effect over that, right?
No, over what?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
What else did you enjoy that you saw?
A lot of these skincare booths, because like that beard oil was quite immaculate.
The guy running the booth was adorable.
What is the name of that booth?
Beard Grub.
Thank you.
Which they were there at WakandaCon last year. The stuff is lit. The guy selling this is super cute and really nice.
So was the man on their poster board.
That was the same person.
They made a joke and they were just like, "Oh, that was the same person?"
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. No. So
I will mandate this all the way up. Chew. What the fuck?
Oh, okay. So I was saying,
as we deafen our listeners.
So the guy I bought from and the guy that
they had like a cutout right next to the booth.
There was two of them because they would swap out. So you guys must have talked to the one that was on the board.
Yeah.
And I actively told those people that man was fine. So I'm like, oh shit. I done played my goddamn self.
But yeah, I actually picked up because they were getting ready to close down. I picked up a beard brush and beard comb from them.
Damn, that's what I wanted to get.
They were doing out sample things with the beard oil in it.
Yeah, the beard oil was lit.
Which TJ took one sniff and was like, "Oh,
I need this.
I
need this.
I need it.
I want it."
And then, I mean, we're going to talk about her a little bit later on, but we also visited the incomparable, amazing, incredible. I am coming up with adjectives because
she is going to be like,
the incredible edible egg.
The incomparable, amazing, and fantastic Tracey Kennedy. And for the record, I was just looking to find out her last name because I remembered Tracey.
Right. We just didn't want to go, hey, Tracey.
Because there's like a million of those.
Look whose Facebook I found. All right.
I lay my thought card face down and end my turn.
Hold on.
You big fat white nasty smelling fat bitch.
You are the one to talk. Ever.
True, the last time I was on here, your Studsman catalog got well known.
First of all, lower your fucking voice. We're gonna lose fucking listeners using all these damn sound effects.
True.
That, or we're gonna gain more because they love them.
True.
I mean, we're hopefully gonna gain more because,
spoilers. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, we shall.
No. Okay, so what else did you enjoy, TJ?
Honestly, outside that, like a lot of the cosplayers that were out there were like really cool.
Or the outfits in general, though, not just the cosplayers, all that African attire.
That was lit. Yeah, the hairstyles were lit again, as they were last year, and the outfits, the families that came in matching.
Oh, my heart.
I mean, we saw several Wakandans, and then we saw that fabulous number 5 cosplay.
See, I wish that they were there the day before. That would have got an instant win. Spoilers.
Number 5.
But that was...
Number 5 says Wakanda forever.
Don't disgrace Cree Summer like that.
You're right, I could never do her justice.
I will delete that button.
No, you won't.
You're right, because I have no idea how.
Hell.
Hell. Anyway, do you have any other input, or are we going to move on down the line?
That was about it for me. Like you said, like Vesta told me there was a game thing, but I got so caught up in art and like if it's anything like the I Play games that it normally is like certain conventions like C2E2 or YaMoms.
I imagine
people would have been hogging either Dance Dance Revolution, Dance Central, or Smash Brothers.
I imagine what you're talking about had a lot more diversity than the game room that we had at WakandaCon this year.
Oh yeah, we had all types of fighting games. We had Melee, the latest one. We had Fighters.
No,
we had Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Skullgirls.
I'm not going to blame WakandaCon themselves, but I forget the name of the group.
I Play Games.
The company. Is it I Play Games?
I Play Games.
They're
the ones that bring the games with.
Yeah, and they brought Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. They didn't bring Soul Calibur.
I was just kidding.
I was gonna say, bitch,
if they'd have talked about Soul Calibur,
if they'd have brought Soul Calibur, please believe I'd have been breaking hearts left, right, and also center.
Especially if it was 2.
Oh
yeah.
Do I need to bring my PlayStation up next time?
Hello.
Well, stop there. Bring out the GameCube.
I ain't got no GameCube.
Okay.
Shame on you.
General, excuse me.
Oh, hold on. The grown-ups talking.
I will mute you. Hold on.
Bitch, don't you fucking dare.
Unmute.
Okay. Oh, you're going to try to mute me, bitch? I can just talk into somebody else's microphone.
I muted myself. Whoops. All right.
That's what you get. That's what you get. You played yourself.
Now the K is muted.
So now that I'm muted, okay, bitch.
But yeah, no, that was... Like, this was fun. I legit wish I could have went all 3 days to experience it in, like, full effect. But I plan on going next year.
True.
Maybe even cosplaying if I have the money and the body type.
Boy!
I don't want my YaMoms to do that much damage. I'll throw that first, my friend. And that just...
I wasn't ready for that.
Everybody leave a comment below if that was really that funny. Please let me know.
Leave a comment if you want to see what type of damage my YaMoms will do. I've been hanging around you thirsty fuckers for far too long.
True.
Oh, you weren't even at the con when we were being at peak thirst.
Oh, gosh. Y'all fucking Sahara Desert levels? I need to hear this.
I am forever parched.
Exactly.
Anyway, so, all right. So that was about it for you, TJ?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on down the line. Vesta, darling.
What you do?
Can you tell us about your experiences?
The con was Edna mode. The con was absolutely amazing. I lost my train of thought because I made an Edna mode reference.
Don't look back, darling. Distracts from the now.
Thank you. The venue was gigantic compared to the basement that the Hilton put us in last year.
Yeah, we actually had signal this time.
Let's not talk about that because I'm gonna get mad.
Don't look back, darling. It distracts from the now.
There were so many more vendors now. There was like twice as much. And we still didn't even fill up the whole space.
No,
we
but
had a lot of.
I feel like there were more people there, but because the space was like 3 times bigger,
it felt like the last one.
Yeah, it felt kind of sparse. But that's, again, there were more people compared to last time.
The skincare booths were absolutely amazing.
Oh my God.
He'd with the honey folks who I will mention because I need to get everybody's cards together wherever they are.
They're a local, what's the word?
Beekeepers?
Basically an aviary, but for bees.
Yeah, the beekeepers.
No, there's like an actual term. It's not an aviary. It's like something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. But they make skincare from, organic honey, and they keep bees alive, as we should be doing. Even though them fuckers don't like me. And I got myself a honey and sugar face scrub.
It's an apiary.
There we go. I like how they're like so annoyingly similar that you'll never remember which one's which if you're like in a bind.
I mean, a good way to remember is that birds look like V's when they fly, and bees make you go when they poke you. I don't know.
That was a lot. I appreciate you, but that's a lot of steps.
It's how remembering stuff like that is how I remember a lot of my signs for sign language.
I'm not that kind of girl. I sound like Mariah Carey. I got a honey and brown sugar scrub. I'm excited for that. Again, Miss Tracey, who is a legendary goddess of skincare and hair care and self-care, slayed all 3 days. All 3 days. Especially the second day. She came up like, yes, hello, welcome to the Jabari Skincare Hut. How can I help you? Choo-choo.
Like, had a whole cape and leather.
Made it herself in 3 days. I stand. Artwork booths were amazing. I bought a set of books.
Jessica Cage is the author.
I almost said Luke Cage.
She would reach through this podcast and slap you.
She's gonna take these books back to like, yo, ain't bitch. I got them all autographed. I told her I'd buy the whole set, and they actually held a set for me because they knew I was coming back on Sunday, and I actually delivered on my promise. Ain't shit niggas, take note. And what else did I do? What else did I fucking get? I got so much shit. I got a little bit of jewelry. I got another T'Challa necklace. So the marketplace was lit. Panels were lit. Went to Queerconda.
Yeah, you kind of photobombed Queerconda.
So I went and enjoyed Queerconda. And I will talk about that in a little while. And they are one of the 2 panels that inspired me. Well, they inspired me. I don't know about you too much because I know Geekset inspired us both. We went to watch Geekset record another podcast,
they remembered us from last year.
I mean, we're 2 big ass,
some big ass motherfuckers. Did I know I told you that story. Do we want to tell the kids at home about that story real quick before continuing?
Nope.
Because I kind of do. TJ, the vote's up to you.
I say we go with the flow of this. We'll wait until like down the line of this podcast to do that.
Fine.
All right. So,
Buttons.
all right. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode. No. But yeah, Queerconda and Geeks Ed inspired me to actually go through with the podcast I did, and I told them that, and she started crying. Eris, I love you.
There were so many tears this year.
There was a lot, and Geeks Ed were like, "Yeah, dope shit." We don't remember names because we're responsible podcast hosts.
It was their. To be fair, though, their panel was also at the very, very end of the day, and we were tired. They were also quite tired.
Because they got to drive an hour. They got to go back to what, Wisconsin?
Madison.
Okay, yeah, Madison, Wisconsin, and so they had to drive right after they left. So that was a lot.
That's not a fun.
One of them makes amazing music. We listened to some of it.
Young Deuces.
Thank you, Young Deuces.
It's his rap name.
Absolutely amazing. I loved it. From what I heard of it, yeah, it's lit.
We'll show you during the break.
Mm-hmm.
What other panels were there? Second day I went, and my first cosplay ever.
Oh wait, this is your first time doing cosplay? Period.
First cosplay ever.
Dude, you need to come with us to C2E2. You are going to love that.
Oh, not with that long of a not with that long of a cloak. C2E2 is too damn packed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went as Blue Diamond, a Wakandan Blue Diamond with culture and melanin
And patterns.
Blue
patterns. Blue vibranium
Blue
is true.
vibranium.
That'd be lit.
Bruh.
Wakandan versions of the diamonds are white, blue, yellow, and pink vibranium. That'd be lit. Rebecca, take note. Rebecca, email us if you want us to if you want us to mediate a collaboration between you and Marvel. We would happily do so.
Oh, Jesus.
That was fun. I didn't win. Kudos to everyone. Oh, okay. So who won? The girls that won in the experienced cosplay.
Mhm.
There was kids, beginner, experience, and then
Afrofuturism.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Afro Eleganza.
Afro Eleganza, yeah. The people that won Afro Eleganza and experience, they deserved it. The people, I hate to shade somebody.
Then don't. Let's not.
Because
no.
they all looked amazing.
Because we're uplifting.
But I should have won. Beginners, at least. I would never get Afro Eleganza or experience. But I should have won beginners.
Or at least placed.
Or at least placed somewhere.
Who did win beginners?
I forget. She did a costume film like adorned by Chi, and I think the main reason that she won, on top of the fact that she was sickening, was because her entire costume was handmade. Mine was thrifted. Had I made all of mine, I probably would have been runner up at least. But
Yeah.
who knows? I'm trying to think of what else.
Well, there's always next year.
Yeah, true. I'll come in
Which
something.
you have a whole year now to get that costume even more together.
And just come as Blue Diamond again.
No, but you got to change it up. You got to make it
So that tapestry into like an actual cloak, so that way it hugs closer to your body and doesn't like get stepped on every 5 minutes.
That ain't gonna happen. I liked it when you missed it when it was in the wind. And that was lit.
I watched you walk the convention hall a few times. I can only imagine.
Outside, it was amazing. What panels did we see that were really good? The polyamory one, queer kinship in Wakanda and polyamory. That one was really good, and then
That was
really good.
amazing and also really funny.
I love that. Yeah, that one was hilarious.
And I wish I remembered their names.
I wish I did too.
But
I feel so bad.
Yeah, that one was also at the very, very end of the day. Vesta was about ready to collapse, I wasn't too far off.
I was running on 2 hours of sleep, you guys, and I had a full face of makeup and an entire cosplay on. Granted, I had some Adidas slips on the entire day.
You're welcome.
But yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. But it was really fun. I didn't have the spoons to handle it after a while. I needed to vape a lot more than I really did that weekend, which was all at one time.
Oh yeah, at the end of that, the polyamory and queer kinship.
Oh
panel,
yeah, the twerk.
there was a twerk off.
Yeah, that was funny.
The two hosts held
That
a
was
twerk off.
hilarious.
And I'm over here like, I wish I knew how, because I would have jumped in. But
I'll give you lessons because I'm good at it.
It's because you just absent-mindedly twerk while you're laying on your phone, laying around on your phone.
But my ass is an also 98% pure lean bacon muscle.
Excuse me while I roll my eyes into another dimension.
But I had a good time. It was amazing. There's another fucking voice. There was another fucking proposal. Again.
I feel like it's gonna happen every year.
Oh no!
No!
Cosplay idea for WakandaCon.
Oh shit! Before we talk about what that is, what did you think, Kay?
All right, so boom.
No. Oh God.
Malfunction in the junction.
Oop. So I absolutely loved it. I actually brought my mom with us on the second day.
Got her whole hair care life together.
Oh my goodness, she got so much.
True.
Just like because Tracey's booth had pretty much everything but soap. You wanted bug spray, you got it. You wanted
because as she said, everybody makes soap, and I'm like, true. You can just go on to someone's Caucasian Etsy page and find some soap. If you
but then that'll probably dry your skin out.
Why was that so loud? Okay.
Because it deserved to be. But she had some of everything. She had deodorant. She had special kind of toothpaste that she made. She had bug spray, beard balm, hair vittles is what she called it.
I love the hair vittles.
Foot scrub.
That's what I should have bought, but yeah.
Lip balm, all natural vapor rub. I'm here for each and every ounce of all of that, and she's just such a positive spirit.
True, she is. She's absolutely amazing.
We'll get more into her on our next section. I also spent a lot of money.
Same.
Like buying, because I love supporting Black businesses, especially when I have the means to do so.
Yeah.
So I definitely I bought we both bought the Trading Races card game set.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I also got an unapologetically black t-shirt.
Same.
Which I feel deep down in my duodenum that if I wear this to work, my one shitty coworker is gonna, oh goodness, he's not gonna be happy. He's gonna be offended, and I'm gonna be like, oh, so you don't like being offended?
For the polyamory group, their names were Renee and Sammy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just found them and followed them on Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, Sammy was giving me wholesome, Whoopi Goldberg adjacent vibes.
That was Renee.
That was Renee?
Yes.
Whoops. Oh yeah, you're right.
That was Renee.
I'm bad with names.
I'll never forget Renee, but yeah.
But yeah, was giving me wholesome Whoopi Goldberg adjacent vibes. And they were both just glowing up on their panel.
I've never seen skin that looked like that in my life.
That's on par with Lupita, honestly.
True. Renee was really on par with Lupita with the skincare game. The melanation and holleration in that dancery.
What else? I really liked the queer kinship and polyamory panel. There was a lot talked about during that panel that I do want to start implementing in my actual life, which one of the biggest points is being intentional in your communication, which, I mean, we should have, oh, no, that spoiler. Just being intentional in your being intentional in your communication is something that's really important for pretty much any interpersonal relationship, be it a professional, a personal, a platonic, a romantic, etc., etc. Communicating clearly and unambiguously will lead to a lot less bullshit, y'all. But like I said, I brought my mom. She and Tracey kikied for a smooth 20 minutes about skincare and items and ingredients and stuff. And what else? She loved a lot of the art. I also she saw these really unique earrings and picked up and, grabbed a pair, and then saw this mystery bag that they were offering for $20 and was like, ooh, let me get this too. And started to put her card up. I'm like, oh no. And I just took her hand and put her card down and held mine out to the vendor instead.
Oh,
you did what?
Because I had to flex a little bit. I specifically budgeted for all that to be a possibility. I budgeted for a friend of mine to come along to the con with me, because it's an experience that I would love that more and more people can come to. Like, it's, and I'm trying my best not to spoil what's coming in our mental health section, because have we got things for you?
Can you tell he did theater?
Oh, damn it. I forgot. I wanted to get a chance to meet Burr, the guy that is currently playing Aaron Burr in Chicago's production of Hamilton, was actually on a panel, but I think we like got there late or missed it in one way, shape, or form.
Probably.
Because we had press passes, so I would have been so tempted to go up to him and be like, "Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir?"
Does
nobody know the next line?
No.
No. Nope.
I'm exhausted.
You can't expect me to know everything.
Really?
Boy. Anyway, what else? So this should be up on our Instagram by now, but I got to meet Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, y'all. Yeah, so
that'd be cool if it actually was. So I'll go ahead and fix that.
What?
If the picture was actually on Instagram.
Well, by the time this episode goes up,
Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, let me go fix it right now.
Yeah, it's not like we're on a live.
True.
Yet.
Yeah. Oh, live.
What else? I did try jumping into the gaming room. My chief complaint is that there wasn't enough, gaming diversity in there.
There really wasn't.
Like, don't get me wrong. I am shit at Street Fighter, and if there's a couple booths for it, that's whatever. A classical Street Fighter, some mid-grade Street Fighter that everybody swears is the best one, and then the most recent, and that's plenty.
Which one did you just say it right there? Mid-grade, what did you just say?
No, when I say mid-grade, I mean somewhere that's not modern and not archaic. So not Street Fighter 6 and not the original Street Fighter on the NES with the weird ass health bars in the middle and the fucking NES. Timer and the timer on the bottom left.
And they all make the same sounds. And Ryu is like redheaded, and yeah, that was the choice.
Yeah. But I mean, it started a franchise that I'm absolutely terrible at. Now, like I was saying earlier, had there been Soul Calibur up there, oh bitch,
the TJ might have won.
Please.
Oh,
I instantly get an argument.
What am
I love
hearing, bitch?
So I'm bringing Soul Calibur,
and you can catch these hands.
I've got every character unlocked. You can catch
which Soul Calibur and on what system?
2 on the PlayStation 2.
Oh,
so you can catch my Wind Priestess hands in the shape of these Tonfa, courtesy of Talim. Or
that's
you can
cool.
catch this,
and you can catch these educated feet, courtesy of everyone's favorite ninja.
Okay, and you want to
try to catch so much smoke, you about to get lung cancer, big fella.
Why can't we?
Okay.
Because you instigated this fight, bitch.
Right. And I can end it with my favorite character, Zweihander, too.
Oh,
I'm glad we're both on board the Nightmare Train.
Oh.
I love arguments.
Boy.
I love
mess.
Okay.
Marie Kondo is just the best. And I just want to give her a hug because she's allegedly like 4'7".
Oh, did you mention one of your greater accessory purchases?
Oh no, I have not yet. So the one big thing that I purchased, which I'm gonna pretty much be wearing anytime I go out that's not work, is a set of hand painted Kimoyo beads. Yes. Some hand-painted Kimoyo beads with a special rounder, flatter bead that usually rests on my wrist. The reason why that one is special, that flatter bead actually has an NFC chip embedded in it, meaning that any device that has an NFC capability, I can just take that bead, tap it up against that device, and it'll jump you right to our Buzzsprout site.
Can you tell that he's been talking about this all weekend?
Boy,
the power of networking is a marvelous thing.
I'm not like actually trying to shade you.
Are you sure?
But it is adorable that you literally just like geek the fuck out.
Because bitch,
I love it. It's
like
the most adorable
legit made
reaction.
Kimoyo beads like kind of real, and that's amazing.
Right.
Exactly.
This should be like the next step in like a whole bunch of communication-based things.
But it was made by someone black.
Just imagine community colleges.
Watch it come out in 5 years, and they're called the kombucha beads or something stupid. I will
beat Stacy and her mom.
I will be Stacy and Dash.
Oh, and that's that on that.
Anything else?
Let me think. I'm actually pretty fried from the show or from the con, to be perfectly honest. There was a lot of walking. There was a lot of keeping up with people. There was a little bit of side eye here and there, but I'm not going to say why because reasons. Right. But all in all, it was an experience that I will never forget. That I am so glad. I made a couple of new connections while I was there, specifically after the queer kinship panel. I don't know if you want to be shouted out by name, but you know who you are.
Pumpkin. Because they look like a pumpkin.
You be nice.
That's not shady. I mean, it was orange, and they remind me of a cuddly little pumpkin. You know, like Pumpkin Steven from Steven Universe. It's literally what they remind me of.
Uh-huh.
And judging by that face, I'm not wrong. So...
But yeah, I cannot thank them enough for inviting me to an experience that happened after the con. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But that's all I got.
Yep.
So shall we... Do we have a music break?
Yeah, we do. I think we do.
Y'all are asking me for a lot
Vesta,
right now.
I mean, hey, if it falls to me, I got it. I'm always here to help.
Cool, we're gonna play one of TJ's songs.
All right.
What? Oh, I didn't know we were going that far, but
cool.
Sure, why not?
So
now I have to find which one would be suitable. You know what? Cool. We're gonna go with "Stand My Ground" from your favorite coolest nerd you ever heard.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all, we will be vibing out to. Is it
Stand My Ground?
Stand My Ground. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to remember how the chorus went. So we'll be vibing out to "Stand My Ground" by our very own TJ the Prophet. Get into it, get your life, and we will be right back.
No matter the time of day, yo, I'll stand my ground. No matter what the haters say, yo, I'll stand my ground. When the mic is in my hand, I supply the demand and produce my ill sound as I stand my ground. No matter the time of day, yo, I'll stand my ground. No matter what the haters say, yo, I'll stand my ground. When the mic is in my hand, I supply the demand and produce my ill sound as I stand my ground. I think we all can agree that the prophet spits the real shit. Those who say that ain't a fact, they're the ones I counteract. The type to spit a rhyme at the genesis. Hit your dome harder than the stone that hit David's arch nemesis. Rewrite reality with every breath that leaves my body. My words will soothe your soul like a sip of hot toddy. I find success when I make people groove. My explosive style gets records spinning like Bakugo super move. No longer letting self-loathing be my Achilles heel. Now I make a mockery of those who falsify the real. Try and test me, that's a damn shame. You'll get served more ills than David Starr has nicknames. Without a doubt, I'll be the man that people talk about. Make them stand up, shout, transmute a smile from every single pout. Another Windy City kid progressing in the game. Ensuring when I leave, it will never be the same. No matter the time of day, yo, I'll stand my ground. No matter what the haters say, yo, I'll stand my ground. When the mic is in my hand, I supply the demand and produce my ill sound as I stand my ground. No matter the time of day, yo, I'll stand my ground. No matter what the haters say, yo, I'll stand my ground. When the mic is in my hand, I supply the demand and produce my ill sound as I stand my ground. They claim that they can murder me. Wanna go toe with toe with he who spits fire so hot he got mics burning up in third degree. Unparalleled practitioner, a syllable surgery. In urgency, I'm emergent surgeon, like in the surgeon seat. For some reason, you still sitting on the fence. I prove I'm too sick for this world. Word to Zachary Wentz. Let's be honest, I'm worth the recognition. Enemies are taking shots over all the shots of me they're missing. Hip-hop's my safe haven, the place I feel at home, where I turn my thoughts into a scripture from my tongue. Any flaw that you can find is part of the charm.
And we're back, everybody.
And Vesta's being petty and didn't even warn me that we were going to be back. This is for Vesta, you big fat white nasty.
Big fat white nasty
fat bitch. Why you put me on the motherfucking show?
Oh, speaking of which, the people at the Terry Huddleston booth, his wife, Mrs. I guess Huddleston. I was telling her about the meme. The white diamond one that I made.
Oh, Jesus.
And so I was like, first of all, I showed her this is for Rachel, just off the bat, and she started dying. Then I showed her the white diamond meme, and then she just started cackling. You were gone.
Yeah, because
hello, Starlight.
You big fat white nasty spelling fat bitch. Why the fuck you take me off the motherfucking schedule with your ugly face? Yes.
It actually goes.
And this is how much he's listened to this.
This is for Rachel, you big fat, white, nasty, smelling fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule, you trifling, dirty, right racist ass. Wait. Oh no.
Oompa loompa body ass
No,
bitch.
I fucked up. Big fat one. Why you telling me? Which trifling, dirty, white racist ass, you big fat bitch, oompa loompa body ass bitch. I'm gonna come up there and beat the fuck out of you, bitch.
Why are you over here actually-ing somebody's wrong voicemail, though?
You just made it sound like a whole like Alexa like breakdown. Like, hey Alexa, play shit talking.
This is for Rachel, you big fat, white, nasty, smelling fat bitch.
Except it would have gotten bleeped out because Alexa doesn't cuss.
For now.
Okay, so we are moving on to our mental health section.
Yeah, we sure are. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little different, but as always, we've got our disclaimer beforehand, which is Vesta, TJ, and I are three individuals with some mics, some recording software, some loud mouths, and a lot to say. We are not mental health professionals. Okay.
Please
I
take
don't know what that
everything we
was.
I was
say
looking
like
at my bathroom light was on.
No. We are not mental health professionals in any way, shape, or form, so please, please, please take what we say with a whole McCormick Place of salt.
I tolerate that.
I am tired of it always being motherfucking salt. Why can't it be another type of seasoning, like garlic powder or paprika?
Because somebody white came up with that phrase.
Can you tell who in this room has not been around queer lingo? Raise your hands. Yes, thank you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for your audience participation.
But yeah, so disregard that noise that y'all just heard in the background. We had the whole stack of cards of people we needed to shout out, and it was just kind of and fell over.
So, are you gonna pick it up or no?
Well, I got to move the mic, so unless you want to like actually, ow, that was my foot.
Oh, I'm sorry, pumpkin. I'm getting it.
Okay, so meanwhile, I hope y'all don't mind hearing TJ just maxing off in the corner.
I'm a very silent either. I'll have you know.
Sure,
Is
Jan.
that what that's called?
Sure, Jan.
Sure,
Okay, so do we want to save the shout outs for the very end and get through the mental health part?
Yeah.
That'll probably be pretty fast.
Okay. So, walking around WakandaCon, I had the opportunity because we got press passes.
We're important.
We are always important.
Always.
Press passes or no press pass, and you're important too. And so is every person listening to this, unless we hate you.
Then in that case,
You big fat white.
We ain't saying no names. Rebecca from Starbucks will keep misspelling my damn name.
oh shit! Hey, don't disrespect the
She forgot
Starbucks
the damn
breweries.
dot after J. Shame on her.
Wow,
Shame on her.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
No,
Okay. But like I was saying, this section is going to be a little bit different because I had the opportunity to walk around and talk to some Wakanda citizens over the course of the weekend. And I asked them all kind of the same question, which, we recorded. And so I suppose since we can start off with the impeccable Tracey. Vesta, what are you doing?
I forgot to unzip the audio files. Okay.
Boy. All right.
So,
So, Jesus Christ.
While we go through this technical
so how this is
difficulty,
gonna go is we will start with Tracy's recording. We will have Kay's beautiful announcer voice talking about the question, what he's doing, and we will not repeat that question a million times, as gorgeous as his voice is. And we'll just play all the responses after Tracy's. Yeah.
Oh wait, are we just gonna like play them all back to back to back to back to back, or
I'm assuming we're gonna have a little bit of
a discussion?
Yeah, that too.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're kind of doing this on the fly. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Well, I will have to pause the recording really quickly.
Bitch, you know what the fuck I mean. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with the
goodbye, kayfabe. It's not an insult to you. It's a wrestling terminology when they pull back the curtain and show you like what's real.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start off with the incomparable Tracey Kennedy. So we'll be right back. All right, so we are here with Tracey Kennedy, skincare extraordinaire here at WakandaCon.
Hey, hey.
And I've got my one question for her, which is, in 1 minute or less, give us kind of a condensed version of your experience with mental health as a black person in America.
I grew up in a very Christian Baptist home, and I had to deal with a lot of repression. I had to deal with a lot of self-degradation. There were points in my life where I literally swam in depression. And it took me to decide to get the help that I needed in order to be my best self, and to realize that there's so much power in my melanin. There's so much power within the woman that I am. And I couldn't see that until I decided to step outside of the social norms within the black community and say, I need some help. I need some help in order to be great. And that's okay.
It's good to hear. Yeah, you and me both with getting help and getting therapy.
Yes.
And that was Tracey.
My wig.
We're just gonna start with that because Tracey Kennedy, God damn,
yeah,
you are that bitch
in the best way
you
possible.
You are that bitch. You always will be that bitch
because you cause all this conversation.
You are a featured vendor. You get an interview, bitch. You are that bitch. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, but truth be told, and I'm not sure if you told her this, so once she gets around to hearing this, hey, that actually got the two of us a little misty eyed listening to that.
We got, yeah, I told her. She knows because she also got misty eyed.
Because it's just hearing something like that is so powerful.
There is power in my melanin.
But at the same time, being able to realize that I can't do this on my own and I need help.
And that was the team. That was the team. Because she pretty much said the reason, what we talk about. That's what we talk about mental health.
Right.
Literally.
We talk about it because it has such a negative stigma and we want to combat that.
Right.
But yeah.
So Miss Kennedy, if you would like to be a special guest on this podcast, please do not hesitate.
Yeah, do not hesitate. You know the email. We gave you a card. And we have the facilities for you to Skype in.
Yes.
You can easily take my spot if necessary. Jesus Christ.
Any input on that, though?
Yeah, no. Everything she said is I hate to try and market myself out there, but everything she explained, the stuff I try and put a portion of translation to my music is well, granted, mine is more so regardless of race and stuff like that, and it's more tailored for everybody. But there are some times where it just needs to be said on our race's behalf because we're built up in society to be the ones that defy all logic of feelings. If you are certain genders, certain sexual orientation, certain religions, it's if you're this, that, and the third, you're not allowed to express your emotions or even have them exist.
Yeah. All the tea.
So hearing that, that's definitely yes.
And honestly, I think that's that on that.
That is that on that. So we're going to move on to our second clip. And our podcast is about to be graced by the voice of one of the creators and founders of WakandaCon. But, oh wait, you said you were going to cut off the beginning of it.
Yep.
Okay, so I asked the same question of Matt Barthwell. Like I said, one of the three Barthwell siblings. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a hold of Allie. She, as I was asking her, she's like, hey, I got to go do something, bye. Because she was on her way out of the building to go do something. So unfortunately, I couldn't, but I'm sure she would have had, some fantastic insight. But we're going to move on to Matt's clip. So roll the tape.
Well, it definitely is a lot harder to realize that you might need help with mental problems or just mental health in a general sense. Kind of growing up, I was, one of 12 black students in my middle school, and we were the largest class in the history of the school. And so growing up, it's kind of hard to realize that kind of in your environment that you might need someone who has the expertise or the know-it-all to kind of help you break through those barriers of first realizing that you might need someone else's help, and two is asking for help. and that's why I went into social work as a profession. I wanted to be able to be a person who could help those students of the world realize that they don't have to be afraid of talking about mental health. Is not some taboo subject, but it's something that everyone should strive to be mentally healthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
More or less. So,
Yeah.
I honestly loved hearing his input.
This is one of the co-founders.
Right.
Like, there you go. I ain't got nothing else to say out of it.
Like, he went beyond, like, just explain mental health. He more or less explained the purpose of the convention through that one statement.
Here's why we did it. Because the whole focus for the panel, for WakandaCon this year, was on mental health. Didn't even realize that.
Really?
Yeah, the whole thing. That's what it was all.
Yeah, they literally said during the closing ceremony, like,
Yeah.
the first one was, like, just experimentation. This one was dedicated to all things mental health.
So our timing could have been more perfect.
Ooh.
It was written in the stars for us to do this.
True.
It was
The
ordained.
ancestral plane led us here.
It was ordained by Bast.
Okay, well, who's the next clip that we have?
All right. So the next clip that we have is actually of the eldest of the three Barthwells. This one is from David. Now, this clip, before the other ones, I tried to make sure I said in a minute or less. But
we let the king have his time. So
that's not, well, kinda.
Basically.
I forgot to say in a minute or less, and I'm glad that I didn't because he had some really powerful insight.
I repeat, the king had his time.
So then let's roll the tape.
So I definitely have a unique sort of introduction to mental health. So both my parents are mental health physicians. My mom is in addiction medicine, and my dad's a psychiatrist. So growing up, I was always surrounded by, just the actions and the activities that one might take to look inside to deal with mental health. The conversations that we had at home often dealt with mental health. And I think I had more exposure than the average person of color might have to resources that are meant to sort of help you take care of your own mental health. But even though I was one of the very fortunate few, I think I still recognize that our community suffers from not having access, maybe not even really knowing what mental health is and how to take care of oneself. I think it's an issue here in America. I definitely think it's an issue within our community. And part of that is what inspired me to create WakandaCon. I think self-expression is incredibly important to mental health. Being able to define who you are, not just who you see yourself as, but who other people see you as. And something that struck me in seeing Black Panther on screen was that for the first time there were so many people who realized that they had a love for just nerdery in general. Maybe it's tech, maybe it's comics, maybe it's movies. And they finally felt comfortable enough to put on cosplay for the first time, to start creative enterprises based around, sort of inspired by Black Panther. There was so much energy and activity around it. Even at WakandaCon, today I met two 80-year-old cosplayers. For the first time in their entire lives, they felt comfortable enough to cosplay. And part of being able to cosplay is to figure out who you want to be and who you want other people to see you as. And here at WakandaCon, you can be Superman, and you're not the Black Superman. You don't have to be Storm. You can be who you want to be. You can create your own character. So I think that part of mental health is being free to express yourself. It's being able to look inside and ask tough questions of yourself and the people around you in the community. And I think it's great that people are exploring that more.
You don't have to be the Black Superman. You can just be Superman. The first time I heard him say that,
we both burst into tears.
I started crying. That was the realest shit that I've heard anyone say. Like, I've heard it before. It's just the way he put it just really just got me when he said that, because that's so accurate.
Stuff like that is why a lot of people, especially those within our race, really cling to like cosplay and stuff like that, because in some cases it's an escape from like the realism, but sometimes it's a way to embrace who you are while also like exploring things that you adore doing.
Right.
Yeah. Because that's why I hate, like, there's a couple of black cosplayers, one in particular who is immensely targeted by this, is one by the name of K-Bear. She often gets slandered because she will, like, because she's proud of her melanin, and she will go to every bound necessary to do whatever cosplay she feels comfortable with. And she will often get harassed because of it, like, that character wasn't black, that character wasn't this, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like...
nonstop.
Can't you just respect the fact that, one, she's comfortable with herself to expose herself on this degree, and two, she's paying respect to characters that you probably adore and love.
And she does a damn good cosplay.
Exactly. Like, the main one she got flagged for was her cosplay of Ino Yamanaka from Naruto. And it was phenomenal.
No, the one I saw that she got a bunch of shit for was Mavis from Hotel Transylvania.
That one was just as like,
and like hot.
That cosplay was the wig perfect, the sleeves perfect, the makeup perfect, the vampire teeth perfect, the stockings
wig
perfect.
snatched.
Everything was dead the hell on. Yeah, she's a vampire. Vampires are supposed to be pale.
The lies.
You've never seen a black vampire? Like, I'm guessing you've never seen Blade?
I was just about to say.
You haven't seen Queen of the Damned.
What about the Daywalker?
Literally.
Like, but yeah, him saying that, like, in the moment, it didn't hit me as hard as it did, but Vesta and I, on our way back from the con, like, it sucker punched the both of us.
It absolutely hurt.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing this for the first time, and I'm just like, low-key struggling to hold back tears. Like, my God, that...
Right.
This is a safe space. Especially with Blue over here.
You can eat my ass.
This is supposed to be serious, bitch. Why the fuck you hitting the goofy buttons?
I'll press it again.
You
so
goofy.
Who's next?
So next, we have someone without whom none of this would be possible. We have the Queen Mother.
Queen Mother
of WakandaCon, Ms. Andrea Barthwell.
Well, I am a mental health professional, so my experiences may be like and unlike others. But I would say that, you know, I'm in the work that I've done as a black person. I think we have to overcome a bias in our community that says what's going on in our community needs to be kept there. So in order for people to reach out and get the help, they have to overcome a bias that says that we can't talk about the things that are going on. And we certainly can't air our family issues and secrets, which is the source of a number of our mental health problems outside of, societal oppression, that we can't air our family secrets with another. So we have to overcome a couple barriers just to be able to identify, own, and express our feelings, which ultimately is what this con is about, finding out who you are, being able to own your feelings and express them in a safe place. So I think as a mental health professional, I would say that we have to work on being able to overcome the barriers that force us to keep the issues that we're struggling with secret and hidden, and that keeps us from reaching out to other people and getting the help that we need.
First of all,
my wig.
Nothing more to be said.
None.
Nothing more to be said.
The Queen has spoken.
The Queen has spoken.
There will be no challenge today.
There's so many buttons to be pressed. All right. Like she really did just come out like,
hi, stop keeping this shit under wraps. That's why we're so fucked up now.
That line about how it's just like, oh, we can't talk about our black powers of the black community to be kept there. No, the fuck they don't.
Exactly.
And you wonder why. That seems like a really fucked up thing to say, but it's why a lot of black teens rebel against their blackness.
Honestly,
let's talk about that. Like, that's a real big reason why people reject their blackness from teenage.
Yeah,
because sometimes even younger.
Yeah, even younger than that.
That took a lot of unlearning on my behalf.
It's like, Well, there's so many problems that I don't like. I don't want to associate with it.
I don't want to be one of those Negroes.
Yeah, I'm not.
I refuse to be a statistic. It's like, okay, that's one way of looking at it. Like, it's always good to avoid being a statistic, but sometimes, if that's the route, you have to take it, because who's not to say that that statistic you're a part of is a positive?
Right. And that's the tea on that.
And that's the motherfucking tea.
Here's the motherfucking tea.
Oh my God, I love you all so much.
She is a goddess.
Like,
that is
queen. Can we for next WakandaCon just present her with one of those crowns?
We need to just make her one.
We need to just and
then he said we need to make her a sash that says Queen Mother.
Yes.
MUVA or MUTHA, one of the two.
Mother.
Queen Mother of Wakanda. We're doing it. We're doing it.
I know people with 3D printers. What if we could get her like a 3D printed crown, like what
oh shit.
Mother
it's over.
Bassett
Oh shit.
It's over with. It's over with. Just get her a staff like on the tip. It's like a carved out like jaw of boss. Just like, oh yeah, no. Oh no.
Okay, you know. So who do
the
we have
ideas
now?
of cosplay.
So who do we have
Bitch, if she showed up dressed like Angela Bassett right when T'Challa got back in the very beginning of that movie.
So who do we have next?
Bitch, sorry, don't mind me gagging for a minute.
We're this close to the nerd section. We got it. We got it from here.
Ooh, no, let me not make that joke. Ooh.
Our last recording is actually, we spoke of them earlier, the Pen Paper Flavor brothers,
who are
Rodney and
who
Eric,
are the nicest guys,
and make some of the greatest art you will ever see.
Yeah, y'all please go check them out.
I got one of Carol Danvers and one of my daddy, Thanos.
You got too many daddies, you know that. You about to be on Maury.
On the contrary, you
about to be on Maury in a second, boy.
I don't have enough for this bus. All right. So, who's the next recording for?
No, Jesus.
No.
I didn't
No.
All right. So who's next?
All right, so like TJ was saying, we've got Eric and Rodney Anderson of the Pen Paper Flavor. All right, so we'll start with Rodney.
So when it comes to dealing with mental health issues as a black man in America, it's obviously it's crazy. You have to go out the door knowing that simply because of the color of your skin, you can be in immediate danger. It's a strange thing. Causes stress. That's why, black men tend to have a higher blood pressure. So I have to say it's for me, it's about overcoming that fear that can arise. I don't know. So I'd say black folk in America are brave. We have to be brave. So along with fear, it's conquering fear and having to be brave every day just to step out the door. So it's an interesting and unique experience. But events like WakandaCon help us to cope. So it's great to come and talk about these things together.
All right, and then we've got Eric Anderson. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just as a black man in America dealing with mental health issues, I definitely think it is a struggle. It is a challenge. Just like my brother was saying, once you walk out the house, you know that there could be an instance where your life could be taken. Either, whatever day it is, whether if you're going to work, walking down the street, going to the store, buying something, trying to have a barbecue in a park, and that's being gentrified. So we'll leave that alone. But, and it's just, it's a unique situation, I believe, because, and it all goes back to slavery, because the United States in its history were the first ones to actually put a people into slavery based on their race. And that has had a lot of generational effects for our culture. But coming to something like this, like WakandaCon, this shows that our culture is so diverse. so creative, so innovative that we're not ashamed of our roots. You know, we are proud of the traditions that we have come from, and I believe that helps us mentally. We are definitely mentally strong people, and so yeah, I enjoy this event, and I hope we do more in the future to bring our people together.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
There's so much melanin in that place. I feel my skin rejuvenated. This entire episode is going to smell like shea butter for the next 30, 40 years.
I'm going to smell like shea butter and pink moisturizer.
Can you leave the pink moisturizer alone?
Just let it shine. Just let you.
No, I'm gonna save that high note for you, Vesta. You could probably hit it much better than I can.
You know.
I mean, you are the tenor of the three of us.
Me?
Yes.
I mean, can you get down here?
Probably.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
The gate's probably gonna not even let that happen.
True. It's gonna be nothing.
But yeah, that. Whew. Honestly, each and every person we talked to had something really deep and insightful and impactful to say, and I love that was the kind of atmosphere that we were able to be in, and not just like talking to people, but just existing there. I honestly like just sitting with my mom and people watching on Saturday was probably my favorite part of the con, because we were seeing like this family walk in with the kids wearing matching kente cloth suits with complete with coffee hat, and you know they disappeared for a while, and then they came back, and you see that they got their faces painted, and the youngest of the two of them looked like just beside himself with glee. Like if he was smiling any harder, the face paint probably would have cracked. Seeing like the little kids running and having fun and being jubilant, seeing some of the cosplays like these sickening Powerline cosplays, because Powerline got adopted just like Piccolo.
True. Listen, he didn't have to be. He already was that nigga. Oh, Tevin Campbell voiced him.
If we listen to each other's hearts.
We didn't ask for a musical break.
Hell.
Damn it. I thought I had the button on deck.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
That's what you get when you fuck with me, bitch.
Okay.
Why are you trying to paraphrase Paramore at a time like this? How dare you? Damn.
Okay, my mic don't have an... okay. Well...
Okay, Woody.
What in the Woody Woodpecker? All right.
That's what he said. Bitch, get up.
All right. So let's.
So, do we have any closing comments on? I'm like, I am just so like gagged that I don't even remember like names. That's how big this was.
Normally, I can speak on all of our behalf when I say like normally we don't have some type of closing remark with stuff like this, but honestly, they said enough for like lifetimes to come, maybe even episodes of this to come. Just like,
true.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't know. Maybe we might do something else with these recordings as time goes on.
Maybe like just a small little montage.
Well, not necessarily a montage, but kind of like analyzing them deeper after we've had some time to decompress from the con and really listen to what was said.
Yeah.
Because there was so much wisdom, so much insight, so much power, so much melanin in what was said, and I'm just here for every ounce of it.
True.
But on that note, I suppose we could move on to our second musical break, if you...
Now, this time you ain't putting me on the spot, motherfudger. So what we gonna do here is get a song from the fabulous, the Beyonce, the ever-present Vesta.
Man, look at him coming up with adjectives on the fly.
Yeah,
I wonder if somebody else could do that.
I'm used to this by now.
Muted. All right, so we're gonna have.
Did you just mute me?
Well, I muted K, but I'm.
Why are you on your Miss Piggy level of shit?
I love Miss Piggy.
Okay, we just need to go to a musical break. We'll be back.
Chocolate highs and honey words grab a hold on me, and they won't let me go. Iron roses and shattered pearls fill the cracks in the walls, and in sunlight they glow. But even though I know you know that there's something more to you and me than the rain, gotta let you go to the one that needs you, and it hurts me, 'cause now I know you'll never be mine. You'll never be mine. You'll never be mine. You'll never be mine. Every hour to every day, and every day to any way I could hear your voice. I wish I knew what I had to say, but when I think of you, it all turns to noise. But even though I wish you knew that there's something more to you and me than the pain, seeing you with love again makes me happy, because I know that I'll be just fine. That I'll be just fine. That I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. Be just fine.
And we're back. And that was Never Be Mine by our very own Vesta.
Let's hope that we don't get copyright striked by me again. Like, not really striked, but they're like, hey, this belongs to literally the person who also runs this channel. You know what? Let me not.
But yeah, we are back and better than ever. We're here and doing our nerd section, which now we can actually talk about more of the nerdy aspects of what was going on.
So, because I've been sitting on this ever since I've thought about it. So, my idea of a cosplay incorporates what we were talking about with uniting Steven Universe with like Black Panther.
True.
What if we did the diamonds, but in the designs of the Dora Milaje?
The Dora Milaje?
Yeah, the Dora Milaje. The diamonds Milaje. Just imagine that shit.
The diamond Milaje.
Exactly. Imagine that shit.
The diamond Milaje. Ooh.
I'm honestly here for it.
And I don't even have to tweak the blue diamond costume that much. A new top.
Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily have to. But me,
I would just need a fucking weapon.
You could just have a staff.
Oh, I would need the spear. Yeah.
I was about to say, like, you might need like some bits of like armament or something. Like
yeah,
that.
armors. The armors is
like bits and pieces of like at least a gauntlet or like greaves for your feet. You could just do it like that.
True.
And then me and Kay would just like we would come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would you be? Yellow, and then you'd be pink.
I would just have pink sword if necessary.
True. We need a white diamond.
We have.
We have a white diamond.
I don't know if they want to be mentioned by name on the show.
Yeah, but we do have a white diamond.
But you know who you are. Hey.
They aren't the tallest, but they are the tallest in personality.
Yes, but I mean, being from the Bronx.
Is that where they're? That makes so much sense. Holy shit.
New York is full of personality. The Bronx is definitely up there in that regard.
So,
but outside of that whimsical dream that we're probably going to try and put into progress for next year, speaking of Steven Universe.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. So there's been some whispers floating around
and fake screenshots everywhere. But
yeah. I was actually while y'all were talking, I was actually trying to do a little digging to see if I could find the real one that sparked that rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
But there is a rumor floating around that during the movie, Garnet and Stevani might fuse.
Some people have probably seen that picture on like Facebook on
certain honestly,
Steven Universe.
Like, oh my god, new screenshots, and it's like, no, that's called fan art.
But it's no
good.
That's the thing.
Art.
It's done in the same art style, and it looks like it's actually legit, which has raised the question of its authenticity.
Although at San Diego Comic-Con, I have to show you that video. You guys, that video. During the panel, someone asked if there would be any more new fusions, and Rebecca trying to figure out how to answer without spoiling.
Ooh.
But then, girl, I wasn't done. And then Estelle has a cup of with a tea bag in it, and she just grabs her water and is like slowly pours Aquafina and just like, don't spoil it. Just the whole time while Rebecca's answer.
Because Estelle is
and poor Rebecca's so oblivious until the end, everybody's dying. And Estelle's like, I'm just having tea. Brits and stuff.
I mean,
Estelle is
tea is lit though.
Tea is amazing.
Yeah. But that was that. So there are new fusions. I called that.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Chance the Rapper is voicing Bismuth and Steven.
For the singing and stuff like that?
Yeah. I think Chance
I would
the
not
Rapper
mind.
is doing that.
I would not mind.
That would be interesting.
Speaking of which, shout out to Chance for that new album. Great job.
Chance is so adorable.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he also dropped his album on Acid Rap on Spotify.
True.
Yeah, Acid Rap and 10 Day are officially on Spotify.
Which
they've been there for about 2 months at this point, but at the same time, it's just good to have them back on streaming platforms.
Well, because I didn't even know that they were back. I didn't know they were back on there until a couple weeks ago, and I didn't have a chance to really mention it.
A friend of mine told me, and I guess it kind of flew over my head because I had Acid Rap already. For 10 Day, I'd never had the chance to hear it through completion, and it was just Chance was definitely on something, but it was good.
Yeah, weren't those albums made when he was on a suspension from high school or something?
10 Day was literally made when he was serving suspension, I believe, to drug-related activities, and Acid Rap was made when he was on acid.
And here we are with him, flourishing in his 3-hat.
Forever and ever and ever.
So we already mentioned Terry Huddleston. I keep wanting to say Hiddleston. Terry Huddleston's
It's because of Loki.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I wanted to shout out Jessica Cage with the Gin Rebellion series. I bought all 5 books that are out right now, and there's apparently going to be 3 or 4 more next year. Once she told me the premise, I was like, well, I'm buying all 5 right now. So shout out to her because she signed all of them for me. Thank you. I love you.
Ooh, you got some autographs.
Yep. Anastasia Thompson, she owns Urban Soul Apparel. I bought a they had these last year, but I bought one for my sister, Black Girl Nutrition Facts, and it was 1 serving size, 1 queen, 50% spice, melanin. Yeah, she liked it. She liked it a lot.
I'm sure.
Well, what did I buy? I bought the Black Don't Cry Under Racism, Under Oppression, Under something else.
Discrimination, I think was the other one.
Yeah, I'm mine. Shout out to y'all. They were super, super nice. So we have, I hope I say this right, Crizzletron. I bought the buttons from her.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Storm button, a vinyl record button.
Oh, her. Okay, I remember.
A Venom button, and I forget
what you did.
And I got the little paw with the heart. I don't think that was supposed to be mine. I think that's supposed to go to Ace. But I also bought the Surprise Pikachu, Yeet, and Meme Lord for Ace, who he enjoyed them thoroughly. Sankofa Arts, if I'm not mistaken, they made the Sankofa Arts. Isn't that where you bought the
basically they make amazing African inspired art, where there's a lot of masks, there's a lot of different symbols and sigils and such. They made a harness that panelists really liked.
That was Eris, and
right,
they rocked that harness today and the day before.
Yeah, they were just like,
loved it.
They were like, I'm really feeling this harness. This is like making me feel some kind of way. And I mean, honestly, I can imagine. I still kind of want one, even though I'm not into the leather scene or anything.
I wanted one too. When I can afford an $120 harness, I know it was going to be pricey. I need it, honestly.
I can make one.
That defeats the purpose of buying it now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We have Geek Set here. They're Geek Set Podcast. Twitter, on Facebook, and Instagram. They're on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Spreaker. Never heard of Spreaker, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I've never heard of it.
Remember, I listen to podcasts.
Also, I've never heard of Spreaker, so apparently she's that girl. They're dope. They're amazing. I love them to death.
Mm-hmm. And they remembered us from when we were talking because we talked to them last year about how to start a podcast. And so when we came up and we're talking to them, like, so, da-da-da-da-da-da.
We're 40 episodes in now. How you doing?
And they were like, what? And so we passed out cards and we're talking and kikiing back and forth. And it was so nice to see them again. And for them to go, oh my God, you guys actually did it.
Right. That was really cool.
Uh-huh. And the one guy, his beard has just gotten massive since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to get you another bottle of water?
Listen, beards are my weakness, and a beard like that is sent from the Lord Bast above. We have Be-Love,
which is a locally owned apiary.
Miss Neela Adams, a queen. I kiki with her so hard. We spilled so much tea. I adore her and everyone that was working at that booth. I bought some lip balm because they made sure to let me know that it was better than chapstick. And then I bought the brown sugar and honey face scrub, which I will be using for the next few days, and I will let you guys know the next episode how that's been working.
You only want to use like a scrub like once or twice a week.
Okay, so I'll be using it 3 times a week.
No, because I
know, yes, when you exfoliate too much, it makes it worse. Yes, I know, but my skin feels like a bar of Nutri-Grain. Oh, I can't even play the Ursula one for that. That was like the new Gems laugh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow. Hi, Krusty the Clown. All right.
I ain't saying shit.
Shit.
They make amazing honey-based products from...
And let me remind you, like I said, it is a locally owned apiary.
Like they have multiple.
Yeah, but they're like in Chicago.
Support. Get your
like support your local queens.
I'll hold off on this one. Beard Grub, who I embarrassed myself in front of by calling one of the people working at the booth sexy as hell.
But if they didn't say anything bad to you, they must have appreciated it.
They sure didn't. They just kept laughing. I'm like, and I feel like they realized they didn't, like they understood.
They probably knew.
Yeah, and they're like, bitch, he works here. I will be trying. Their beard balm actually really came through because
your beard is like glowing right now.
That too, and it's actually held its shape. Mm-hmm. Like that never happens with any other beard balm. So come on, melanated beard products.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got?
I actually picked up their foaming beard wash and a beard brush and comb, and I can't wait.
I'm excited. Let's see. Anyone else I am missing?
And I know we said we were going to shout out just about everybody. I know I had a couple of cards that Vesta does not, but unfortunately they are way back in my apartment, a smooth hour's drive away from here. So unfortunately, I can't do those shout outs today.
Okay, here's what I'm excited about.
However, those of you who we missed, I will be mentioning next week.
Yes. The Hero's footwear.
Ooh, which I need to look into. I'm praying they make it a 14 extra wide.
They're working on it, that's what they said.
Yes.
Do you know what they called their shoes? Sneakers. Those are the shoes. Like I'm like, I need these.
Delete that footage.
Delete that footage. That's an iconic moment in Black history right there.
Shuri looked so proud of herself with that.
Bitch. And then we have Crafty Chick. The designer is Dot Benford, who I also adore. I bought a couple of earrings from my mother from her, which my mother absolutely adored the second she saw them. So thank you so much, Queen, for that. You can find her on her website, thecraftychick.com. Beautiful. She makes God damn it, brooches. She had a word for them that I'm blanking on right now, and then like matching the chest napkin things that you put in tuxedos. What are those?
The handkerchief?
Yeah, that word. She had matching those for those.
Ooh. And can we also, even though we don't have a card for them, can we just do a quick shout out to Trading Races?
Listen.
Who recently changed distributors so their price actually dropped. For their main card set.
I'm excited.
So like Vesta bought his own, we each bought our own sets, and then I bought the Chicago expansion pack.
And what did I buy? I didn't buy the Uncle Tom one.
You bought the Stay Woke.
Thank you. That's the one I got. I got the Stay Woke one. Break that shit out at your next family reunion.
Oh my
God.
God.
Break that shit out.
Oh
and
my
watch
God.
it get ethnic.
When 911 lines are just tied up because Becky's and
there's a bunch of black people. I don't feel safe. They're talking about that one black lady, Stacey Dash.
And who's like, she's like my favorite.
She's like my
she actually tells it like it is.
Igloo Australia. Never mind.
Damn.
I hate that I didn't have my fan for that.
I'm glad you didn't have your fan for that.
Which is the thing I'll be buying. We're not sponsored, but if you'd like to, crackthatfan.com.
It's actually clack with an L.
I kept thinking it was crack. Clack.
Crack is whack. Crack is cheap.
Anywho.
Clack that fan. If you'd like to sponsor us, please. Thank you. Who else are we missing? We're missing some very important people here.
Mm-hmm. Did we actually mention Tracy's booth?
California Organic. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hold that thought, because we need to find her proper information, because that unfortunately is one of the cards that I had that is at home. So I unfortunately don't have her card in front of me, but she
I just put the jar in my bathroom. God damn it. All right.
Hold, please.
Don't worry about it. California.
Damn it, boy.
See, you know what?
Damn it, Mimsy.
California Country Organics Body Care is the name. Absolutely amazing products, as we have mentioned before. She is a goddess among men. And, what did you grab? Let me see.
I grabbed the Skin Soldier.
Oh, yes. Okay, see, listen.
It is a healing cream.
It's made from... Okay.
Allow me.
All right, bitch.
What's inside? Shea butter, beeswax, hemp oil, coconut oil, olive oil, mango butter, zinc oxide, and a handful of other ingredients.
I forget. She explained to me what was like in it.
Yeah.
She don't play with her shit. She don't.
And this isn't just her just throwing stuff in a jar and selling
She's
it.
like, here's what this does.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what this does. And after all that's done, here's what this does. That'll be $21, please. Ew.
And then just does it with just like a winnings. Like,
she's here.
We're like full-fledged standing, but she deserves.
She's like, fuck with me. Why would you try me? How could you ever? I am Miss Tracy. Tracy. Kennedy.
Trying to quote Beyonce. Can we actually talk about that album?
Yes.
Since we've had some time to truly listen through it.
That was one of my favorite.
Though
moments.
TJ,
have you listened to The Gift?
No, I've not.
It's
okay.
Good.
Do we want to take a quick 5-second break and let him listen to some of it?
According to my watch, it's almost 9:30. So
2 songs?
No.
I'll listen to it on my own time, and I'll get back to you when the next show I'm on.
It's lit.
It's amazing. It is alternating between Afrobeat and interludes involving audio clips from the movie,
which had much more emotion than the characters that were portraying the voices.
And that's that on that.
Y'all can fight me about The Lion King. I've literally sat and I watched it again. Actually, I didn't tell you that. I watched it again, and I hated it the second time.
Really?
Because it was just, I realized, I'm like, what is this? Like, why? We didn't need it. Like, the comparisons between, like, you saw the ones where someone edited the live action, quote
unquote live action,
lions and animals, and like
to make them look more like the original cartoon
and
version.
I'm like, I would have watched the fuck out of that.
Because
that would have been sickening.
Mm-hmm. Even with Beyonce's deep ass voice.
I mean, she wasn't that. Stop. Y'all gotta stop knocking her, because for the amount that she had to do, she did a little better.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna knock her for that.
I was gonna say I will give her flowers compared to when she first started stepping her foot into acting. She at least vocally.
What movie was that fucking in? Where she played like the fairy queen or something, and she just sounded like she was talking.
The fuck?
Oh my god, that was the most uncomfortable.
The first time I've ever seen Beyonce in a movie was Austin Powers.
I was talking like animated, like family stuff.
Oh.
She could do like she was in Pink Panther, like that. She was actually good in that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck what everybody else has to say. That was a funny ass movie, and Beyonce was hilarious. So buttons, pina coladas. I'm trying to get my train back. What did I just say? Oh yeah, I would have watched like the CGI version of the live action one. Like, I would have watched that.
You mean a more animated version of the quote unquote live action?
Yeah, I would have watched that.
Or more animated style, I guess.
Yeah, I would. Anyway, but The Gift was good.
The Gift was
better than the box.
Gift.
The Gift was better than the box it came in.
Wow.
I feel like that's shade somehow.
To the movie. Yeah.
Ooh.
The Gift was better than the box it came in. Okay.
Okay.
So.
Okay, you're really doing a lot.
I'm just doing enough. You want me to do more? All right.
Absolute most.
How are you both? I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. Shout out to Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
What did I say about uttering their name on the diamond line? We don't do that here.
Could you imagine if the Diamonds were voiced by black men, or just people of color in general?
I mean, well, no, the Diamonds aren't actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, no. Susan Egan, Lisa Hannigan, Patty LuPone, even though Patty can get it to go play it, and Christine Ebersole. They're all
Susan Egan / Zach Callison.
Susan Egan. Steven is not Pink Diamond. Spoilers. Steven is not Pink Diamond. Steven is Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Pink Diamond is also not Rose Quartz, and you can fight me about it.
You know what, bitch? They are literally
TJ.
the same gem.
TJ.
Here comes a thought.
Do you understand why I say Pink Diamond and Rose aren't the same person? They're not the same person. They're not.
I understand where you're coming from.
How are they not the same person?
That'd be like saying Steven is Pink Diamond. No, he's not. That'd be like Steven is Rose.
That is different.
No, he's not.
That is different.
No, it's not.
No.
Vesta's going off of not so much the person as in what, like the actual like physical body. He's going off of what they represent. Pink Diamond is meant to represent something that's underneath the authority of White Diamond. Rose Quartz is everything but.
But they're still the same gem.
No, they're not.
Because,
fine.
Because
they're the same at
Pink
the
Diamond,
base.
Pink Diamond let herself be poofed by Pearl and reformed as Rose Quartz with a different gem orientation, but it's still the same gem.
They're at the base level. They are the same gem
Mm-hmm.
as
And the thing
quote
is,
unquote
and
people,
the thing is,
they're two different people.
And the thing is, though, is that Pink Diamond was already shape shifting to look like Rose Quartz for the longest time until she made the decision to make it permanent.
Pretend until she could make it
because
permanent.
that wasn't her default positioning. She had to be poofed in order to come back in a different form.
She had to get rid of the person she was to become the person she wanted to be.
The what?
Right.
The pressure she wanted to be?
The person she wanted to be.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said. No. She had to erase the person she was to become the person she wanted to be. Solely off of that fact alone, and the mountains of analogies and metaphors and similes and annotations that come behind that, Pink Diamond and Rose Quartz are not the same person.
I will forever and always disagree with you on that.
And you can eat my entire round plum caramel frappuccino extra large.
This is for Vesta, you big
bussy. Thank you.
You know I hate that word.
Bussy. Boussoir.
I feel like you're about a second away from mistaking Boosie Badass and about to say Boosie Badass.
Boosie Collins. Okay.
Boussoir, bitch.
Boussoir.
What is this son of a drag queen?
Coming to Walmart near you. The new fragrance by Vesta. Boussoir.
The new Fleet fragrance.
The new Fleet fragrance for the fleet in you.
Boussoir. Now available at most pharmacies.
Now available on most Sally Beauty supplies.
And I say yeet.
Okay. Anything else we need to talk about that was at the con that we want to talk about?
Did we see any other Steven Universe cosplays at all? Oh, we did see a Steven.
Oh, yes. And I followed him on Instagram. He was absolutely adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And we have
I think he was there last year, too.
Was he there?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he was Steven, though.
No, but I vaguely remember seeing his face last year.
I don't remember seeing
during the closing ceremonies when I was getting out the bathroom, I saw a glimpse. I wasn't able to get them down because they were already trying to get into their Uber. I saw two people cosplaying Lars and Sadie, and I'm just like, oh.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And I missed it?
Bitch.
And it wasn't just normal Lars and Sadie. It was like Space Captain Lars and Sadie Killer.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm upset.
So am I.
I'm really mad about that.
And then, before I forget, because I get to make the Ainies all jealous.
Oh, no.
Oh yes. Because
Yeah.
I got to hang out in Kiki for a couple minutes with Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, the lovely Miss Erica Alexander.
Who was the gem? She spoke so much to you for the 2 minutes I was in there.
She was a gem, and she was also wearing a gem. She had a garnet pendant on, too.
She knows what's up. She knows what's up. Is she family?
Yeah, she family.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
She family.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
She might be. I don't know. That's her truth.
Hmm.
But
She's
if you get
diamond idea we were talking about.
But if you do get a what did I miss?
She's yellow. She's voicing Green Diamond.
So when we were talking about if the diamonds fuse and stuff, one of the ideas was pink and blue, like a fuchsia diamond. I'm like, that would just be Maxine.
No, that'd be yellow and blue.
Oh.
It's a tie between Jill Scott and
Erica
I
Alexander.
feel like Jill Scott would work better though.
For yellow, yeah. For yellow, I still vote Jill Scott for Green Diamond. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said fuchsia diamond, right? Yeah. That would have to be someone like younger, because they're the youngest diamonds.
Kiki Palmer.
Ooh.
Actually.
What about who do you think would be a good voice for if Steven and White fused?
Oh my God. Macaulay Culkin.
Ryan Seacrest.
Perez Hilton.
No. Anyone but that.
I only say that because it's got to be someone who's trash, who was liked at one point. Because we love Steven, we hate White.
Frankie Muniz.
Oh,
that would be an interesting choice.
That would be Shia LaBeouf.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Because he can actually be really fucking terrifying. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
What about?
But then what if you merged some of the diamonds with some of the crystal gems? Like if you merged yellow with like pearl.
I don't want to think about that. That'd be.
Because we don't know any of the diamond's weapons.
That would be me, but more of a Virgo than I already am.
Who would voice that?
Monique.
No.
I hope they bring Sugarlight back.
I don't.
Actually, I don't mind Sugarlight, honestly.
I don't.
just
naked.
So wait. No, Sugarlight appears and starts swinging the thing and just.
I don't put them in the these bitches ain't in the diner. Motherfucker, who the fuck is this hoe? Oh my god.
Okay, so, do we have any other Steven Universe bullshit to talk about?
I hate this gem. I hate the new girl. I hate her.
Mm-hmm.
I hate her. She's Hildeberg from Cuphead on crack rock cocaine.
Why do you hate XJ9 so much?
Who? I'm just kidding.
Don't you dare shade Jenny like that, bitch.
You leave Jennifer Wakeman out of this.
Exactly.
You done brought up the government. All right.
You a whole ass fool. We gotta.
That show is black as hell.
I wouldn't go that far.
That show's black as hell.
I wouldn't go that far.
It has its black moments.
It's got black. It's a little melanated, a little bit.
I'll give it a little.
Eartha Kitt agreed to do it.
No! Actually, when we were talking about how like growing up, some black kids would like try and like diffuse everything they could from like their actual culture. That's more or less what Jane did. She tried everything she could to diffuse herself from the realization that she was actually a robot and tried to fit in with society in a different way.
Even though society would always see her as one. Even when she tried that nightmare.
We don't talk about the skin. We don't talk about the skin. Get on the bus, pay your fare, copyrights.
Right on.
The copyright bus.
The copyright strike. Okay, I think we're good. But yeah, fuck that gem. I hate her.
I can't wait for the movie, honestly.
I'm scared.
I want to see exactly what has happened in this 2 years.
I'm afraid because that one specific fucking frame of Steven climbing up the side of that thing, and he's got like that same look like when White was like, I'll take that.
When he was dying.
No, you saw that look of like warrior face when he took out the shield. Like,
that's
I'm like,
enough.
My boy.
And I'm like,
he's become a man.
He's a diamond.
Mm-hmm.
That's adorable. Anyway, we're done.
All right, y'all.
And just need that jacket to say Jam Buds. That's all I'm saying.
I will gag.
If it say Jam Buds, it's a wrap.
But we actually do not have one more thing to talk about this time because we've just been so filled and melanated and staying the fuck away from political nonsense for this episode.
The fuck?
The fuck away.
Oh, wow. I love Goofy movie. All right, go on.
So with that, everyone.
On that note, I guess we're going to close out. That finishes this very special episode of the Baldwin Kids Podcast.
The Wakandan Kids Podcast.
Ooh.
The Wakandan Kids Podcast.
If you've got any questions, comments, great ideas for us, or if you just want to say hi, please feel free to leave us a like and a DM on our Facebook and Instagram pages. You can also get a hold of us at askthebkcast@gmail.com. You can also find me on the Twitter. I am at The Iron Magnus. That's TheIronMagnus.
I'm on Instagram. Hello.
What the fuck is you doing?
I love the Addams Family. You can find me on Instagram as Vesta with 2 underscores. Should I start plugging the personal again?
Nah.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at TJ_the_pro profit.
Hey, twins.
Ha.
Love Notes is out on everywhere. Spotify, Tidal, Beyonce's Internet, Google Play, Prince's Astro Globe, all that good shit.
Yeah, I don't have that many. The last thing I dropped was the Fuel for the Fire EP on SoundCloud. I'm in album mode.
Which is a bop.
Yeah, kids. Matter of fact, I will tell you all this much about the album. Note to self is going to be done before the end of the year.
Shiny.
That much I am promising.
Shiny. So on that note, don't forget to check out all the people we shouted out. We will be, like I said, we'll be doing a bit of a part 2 on the next episode to re-mention the ones that we have, and also mention the ones that we, I'll take full blame for that.
Yeah, you
re-mention the ones that I left the cards at home. But we also came here straight from the con, so I couldn't get them.
True. And yeah, find all of them everywhere, follow them, share them.
Give them your money.
Give them your money, circulate the
all the money, all the zenny, all the forms of anime currency you can think of, give it to them. They deserve it.
They deserve. But on that note, we're a TSRP Network podcast. Drink some water, take your meds, do better. We'll see y'all next time.